What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bearded Rivals, and we got a full show today. It's been about, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yep.
Week and a half, 2 weeks since our last show. So a lot of things have happened within the sports world within that time. Great things have happened for North Carolina in the past day. We have moved up to 20. We went from 20? Were we at 22 or 21?
You were at,
or even
I think you're 20.
We were
21, somewhere around there.
We done made it all the way to ninth, and Duke.
We dropped. We
Coming back.
We're not looking so good, but we still got a lot of learning. We'll pull it in.
So, with that being said, North Carolina's on a 2-game winning streak. We beat number 10 Tennessee, 192. We also beat Florida State, which that was a typical Florida State North Carolina game. Like, usually Florida State has that one player that shows up and dominates. I'm not sure if that was like that, but I know that the team was playing good. We just couldn't really stop them. So they went up 14 at half, which we were playing good, but they just kind of went on a run there towards the end. But then we come back hitting some threes, hitting our shots, which is a good sign for me because last year we didn't have that.
No, you didn't.
We went down, we were down.
Y'all gave up last year.
We might come back here and there, but RJ seems to be playing with a different spunk this year. Elliot Shadu, I think that's how you say it, or something like that. I mean, personally, for someone to say you're a one and done, I think you need. I mean, he's definitely killing it with the assist, but he ain't doing much more. So, are you really gonna be a one and done?
I don't think he's going to be a one-done, but I will say this about UNC. Y'all have a different spark about y'all this year, it seems like. Y'all have a more of a will to get things done, it seems like, than you did last year. So that's good for y'all. Duke, on the other hand, I feel like we have doing what UNC is doing last year. We're giving up. We not necessarily giving up because we fought in each game. It's not like we gave up because we came back from a large deficit and made it into a game at the end. But we could never pull it through for some reason, and they just we've got a lot of learning to do.
I'll tell you, I told you from day one, I think something's wrong with Philip. I think his surgery still bothering him. I think his hip.
Could be his hips. Yeah, he had 2 hip surgeries.
So I'm thinking his hips are still bothering because he's not moving up and down the floor like he did last year. He's not going up for the big plays.
Yeah, but they've been saying the whole year leading up to this that he's been moving better. He can do more things. He can,
Maybe so. I don't know, but they struggle.
It's not looking like it right now.
You got an easy game this weekend with UNC Charlotte. North Carolina plays tomorrow. I think we play at 9 o'clock. We play UConn, which is, I think UConn's at top 5 now.
UConn is
number 5, actually. Or 4 or 5. Right?
What's the standings right now?
I think it was Arizona 1.
Connecticut is 5 right now, yeah.
UConn's 5, and we're number...
Arizona, Kansas, Houston, Purdue, and Connecticut.
And we're number 9 coming in, so that's a 5-9 matchup. That's a big matchup. That's a big game for UNC. The last 4 games have been all ranked teams. We've already beat 2. If we can come out of this 3-4 wins, that's big.
That's huge for y'all.
We wouldn't do that last year. We couldn't do that last year.
That's huge for y'all. That's huge for y'all. Let's hope y'all don't do that.
But like I told you earlier, I saw someone make a comment that everybody's talking about North Carolina moving up, Duke falling down, but no one's really talking about the fact that Arizona's ranked number 1 now with Caleb Love.
Damn Caleb Love.
They're not ranked number 1 because it's Caleb Love on the team.
Nah, he's still, Caleb Love's playing his same typical Caleb Love game. He's not changed.
I don't think he's the point guard.
I don't think he is.
I'm not sure if I guess he does start. But I haven't watched him enough to really pay attention. So. But yeah, I feel like Duke's still Duke could go on like a 12-game winning streak.
Duke's still going to do Duke. We just gotta put some things together, and as long as we can do that, we'll be all right.
You know as well as I know, you might not admit it, this happens all the time.
It does.
They have these big teams.
It does.
They come in with high expectations, and they crumble that season, make a big run, like come back and make people think this is the Duke that we've been waiting on. Come tournament time, your number one problem, and it's always been your number one problem, is when you get against a team that is scrappy, y'all can't play with scrappy teams. If there's a team out there that wants it more than y'all, it can. But like, I was at the South Carolina game when they worked y'all, and they were just scrappy. They were going at when someone's out hustling y'all, you can't beat them. I mean, y'all hustle.
We have hustle. We just, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing.
You got Proctor that may be out for some significant time.
Proctor's supposedly going to be out a couple of games.
Jeremy Roach ain't playing like anything. He probably, I mean, he couldn't. Jeremy Roach was stuck in that position where he really couldn't do nothing. He had to stay. He ain't going to the pros.
I mean, Jeremy's doing his thing. He's not playing bad. He's not playing the best he can play, but he's not necessarily playing bad. But
again, Duke's going to come around.
He's still averaging 12 to 15 points a game. That's good.
Another problem, I think y'all got too many 5-stars and a lot of young kids that don't know their role yet.
You're right.
You got this freshman that, I'm a 5-star, you're a 5-star. My role's not going to come off the bench. I'm coming here, and you got these kids that stay better than that.
Caleb Foster wants to take Tyrese Proctor's spot, and
if he comes in now and plays well, he could.
He could. He's been playing really good. So
if he comes in, but I think Shire's loyal. Probably.
I think he is, but what do you do if someone else is playing better than your star?
But Shire, I know he's probably like, what the crap, dude?
Well, I don't.
But in North Carolina, North Carolina's going to go on a skid here in a minute. We're going to lose 2 or 3 in a row. There's no way we're going to make it this year with less than.
Well, I called it. I said we'll have 3 or 4
losses.
I said we'd have 3 or 4 losses this year. Yeah.
You got 3 now.
We got 3 now. It's not looking. We might have more. I hope not. Hopefully we can pull it through.
More coming.
I hope not.
One's going to be in February. One's going to be in
Nope.
March.
Nah,
guaranteed 2 more.
It's not happening.
2 more.
It's not happening.
Mark my words.
It's not happening.
All right, guys. Now, Panthers.
Oh man.
Because I don't know if you knew, there's breaking news, but the Panthers are officially out of the playoffs. They can't make it.
There's no way they can make it.
So,
done.
But they got too much going on over
Was it 7-1, 8-1 record, or 1-8 record?
They're 1-10.
1-10 record.
Like, I think I'm pretty sure it's 1-10. But it's not looking good for them for sure.
Yeah, that's horrible.
But I'm still not giving a hope on Bryce Young. He came into a situation where he doesn't have anybody to look up to.
Nobody.
Who's he got? Was Andy Dalton still there? Isn't Andy Dalton?
Yeah. He's still there, but
coaches being fired. He's got people. He's never lost. I know we've said it before. He's never lost at any level. So this is a learning lesson for him.
This is huge for him. I think he can still pull it out. He still have hope for him. He's just got to get a better line and protection.
The suckiest part about being a Panthers fan is that no matter how bad we're doing, we don't have a number 1 pick. We won't have that number 1 pick. We don't have a first-round pick in the upcoming draft now.
I believe we are the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, and unless they get some people in some good positions, which there's a rumor that Belichick may come. First of all, I don't want Belichick.
He's not coming.
Because all that is a Band-Aid. That is to put seats in the stadium. Because, for one, Belichick's not going to be there long enough to develop.
Belichick's not coming to Carolina.
2, why would he do that? And 3, Belichick don't like having injuries and talking to people. If he came to a place like the Panthers, at what's going on, he's going to have reporters all up in his face. Over there in New England, those reporters know better.
Yeah, they're staying away from it.
The only ones that there's only a handful that get to talk to Belichick.
Belichick's not coming to Carolina.
No.
It's not happening.
It would be like I said, it would be that effect Belichick's coming. He's going to win some Super Bowls. He had Tom Brady. He's going to make Bryce Young and Tom Brady. But they say he's going to develop a quarterback. He developed quarterbacks that he had. Mac Jones and all them.
I heard who was the big time player for the Carolina Panthers saying he wants to come in and coach him.
That's Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen, yeah.
Dude, he might be a good coach, but the only experience he has right
Hell,
now
give him a
and
chance.
Kuechly are coaching their son's travel football team.
I say give him a chance.
No, I would
Screw
give
it.
him a chance. I would already hire him now and let him coach
Yeah,
the rest of the season.
come on, bring him in.
Let's
do it.
Hey, Greg, if it don't pan out, like, we know we're going somewhere else. And
Right.
we're probably going to go somewhere else anyway.
Give him a chance.
But I don't know. I see why they put the special teams coach now as the head coach, because he filled in before. He kind of knows it. He's kind of a good, low key guy. But the other one on the names was Jim Harbaugh from Michigan. Because
I could see him at Carroll. I mean,
he's probably
he wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, and he's younger enough to like be there for a while. But like, because he's on his way out of college.
Yep.
There's no way he gets to stay there 2 more years.
Right.
He probably won't make it after this season.
He might not.
He's gonna win that championship.
He's
and
going.
then He's gone.
Yeah.
But the Panthers, I'm not giving hope on my boys. I'm not giving up hope on Bryce Young. I think they just need to get some right pieces. Once some things gel, I think we'll be fine. But we're probably looking at like 2 more seasons, 3 more seasons for that happen.
If we could give Bryce Young an extra couple of inches and a good line, we'll be golden.
Yeah. But now, college football playoffs. I know you don't really pay much attention to it, but Michigan is playing Alabama, Washington's playing Texas. Okay, like those are some big games, but the main thing is Florida State getting left out.
Yeah, they
Like
got
an undefeated Power 5 team. Personally, I think they made the right decision based on, because they kept saying they're going to put in the teams that are deserving. Not just you deserve to be there. They're going to put the 4 best teams.
Mhm.
I mean, and
But
those
wouldn't FSU be the best team?
I mean,
What was their strength of schedule?
Here's the
You
thing.
know?
Here's the thing. Florida State went out of their conference and played 2 teams this year, LSU and I forgot the other one, and beat them. So, because they kept saying, Florida State, you need to go out of your conference and beat some big teams.
Beat some big teams.
They did that. Then they played the conference and beat everybody.
So why?
Now, their quarterback gets hurt 2 games ago. He's out for the season. And then the next game, their backup played and they won. And then their backup got like a concussion or was in protocol after that game. So they played their conference championship with a 3rd-string quarterback. Granted, he didn't have it like 80 yards passing, but they still won.
Right.
So they did everything that they were supposed to do, and just didn't get a reward. You got 1-loss teams up there.
They should have. I think they should have had the
I'm
nod.
gonna tell you right now, I knew, but they were Power 5. But I knew they were not going to leave out an SEC team in the big dance too. It's just so. I mean, now Alabama, they went from like 8th in the poll all the way to 3rd.
Yeah, that's a big
Or
jump.
4. They made 4. But still, they jumped up 4 spots, I think. And they kicked Florida State
Still a
out.
big jump, though. I mean,
Just because they beat Georgia. Now, they beat Georgia. Georgia was on a 29-game winning streak. They back-to-back champions.
They beat them pretty good, too, didn't
They beat them fairly. So, like, that, I mean, of course, that's how they got in there. But, like, now, I'm going to tell you, a couple things may happen in this situation. Florida State's going to go play Georgia and walk the dog on them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not Georgia's an NFL team pretty much. But they may. Or Alabama's going to win the whole thing. They're going to be that team but they lost to Texas, I think, in the beginning of the year.
Well,
So, like,
doesn't necessarily mean anything. Bama's good. So, we'll see.
yeah, we'll see. You know what I just realized? I gotta start the phone. I can probably record this way. But we'll edit this out. But yeah, so I mean, I think personally, I think Michigan's gonna win it all. I think they got a chip on their shoulder because their coach has been suspended for the last 3 games because of the sign stealing thing. suspended in the beginning of the year for something else, an unrelated thing. So like he's been suspended twice.
So you think they've got the chip on their shoulder?
Oh yeah, this last time they're like rallying around him.
Gotcha.
Like it's like everybody's trying to get Michigan to lose.
Keep our eye out on that for sure.
But I tell you, I think Michigan's going to win it all. Personally, I think it's going to be Michigan or Alabama. Whoever wins that game is going to win it.
I'm going for Alabama there. I think Bama will take it.
Now, another off-topic thing, the NIL deal and bowl games. Because that also can start taking place in this whole playoff thing now, too. Because say that your team has all these players that may have these big NIL deals that may be going pro, and they decide they don't want to play in those games. I think if you have an NIL deal, it needs to be in the contract. Like,
You have to play
in the big game.
You gotta play.
Now maybe if your team, if you team makes a bowl game that's like a no-name bowl, I guess you can say one of the lower ones, yeah. But if you make the championship,
You should play.
If you make the playoff thing,
You're big.
You have to play.
If they don't, then they're not going to get any views. No one will want to watch that game.
That's what I'm saying. Then your team may not get picked to be in the playoffs.
That's right.
Now because 8 of your starting lineup on your offense are not playing. Of
Right.
course, I'm not going to put you because you just put Florida State out now because of that, because their star player was there.
Right.
So if these star players, you got 7 of them out.
If they're not going to play, then that just makes.
Guess what? Sorry, you're not going to play because you're missing so many players.
You're missing 10 players.
Your 10 of your players are not playing this game. So,
Right.
So at some point, this NIL and transfer portal crap has got.
It's going to go.
Something's got to fix, dude. You can't have it both at the same time.
There's going to have to be something in the contract saying that they have to play, or they're just going to have to do away with it.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Now, quickly, I want to talk about Josh Giddey's situation. He's been linked to underage altercation, or not altercation, relationship with a minor.
A minor, yeah.
Supposedly that was 2 years ago, so he's 21 now, so that was when he was 19. And so I think that makes her like 15 or 16.
That would make her, yeah.
So, but he's saying he met her in a bar, and that anybody was over, I guess, 18. You had to be 18 in order to get in.
Or yeah. So he thought she was of age, but still.
And I mean, that sucks and all, but like, an age is an age, no matter what. Now again, I get it. If there's someone in a bar or something, like, you're gonna think they're at least 18.
Yeah.
But me working in restaurant type situations, kind of a bar situation, you got 15-year-olds being hostesses.
That's right.
So now they're in a bar, sometimes in a bar situation, and as much as I know about restaurants, like they all go out to the bars together, they go places.
Yep.
There's 15, 16-year-old people, they get into the bars.
Yep. All the time.
Some people's parents will take their kids to the bar with them, and they know their kid's 16. The parent doesn't know the people that own the bar.
Yep.
So like,
it happens all the time.
So, I mean, that sucks for him, but hopefully.
Well, you've got to be in the adult in the situation, and
Well, I posted something on our Instagram about this Giddey situation, and somebody tried to come on there and argue. They made a comment and said, well, he's from Australia, and the legal age over there is 16, so he didn't really know anybody.
Well, you're in America now.
Yeah, I was like, hold up. So, am I supposed to like go break the law somewhere else and say, oh, and they were like, he's naive. I was like, so I'm just gonna go break the law somewhere and be like, oh, sorry, I was naive.
No, it doesn't work that way.
I didn't mean to rob this bank. I was just naive that you didn't let that happen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hop back.
Doesn't work that way.
I'm gonna hop back over to America real quick. Peace out. No, you have to abide by those laws, just like if we drive from South Carolina to North Carolina.
That's
We
right.
abide by the laws that we have to. Like, yeah, we might not know them. That makes us naive, but that's not an excuse. So like, I was like, dude, why are you backing this guy up? Like, I get it. It sucks. It's a sucky situation.
Hey, I liked Giddey. I thought he was a good ball player. I mean,
I thought he was something.
I thought he was going to be a little something in the NBA, but I think he ruined it.
If he keeps bringing any type of negativity to the team, they're going to get rid of him quick. Because you got Chet and all them dominating right now.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Off topic real quick. I saw a stat the other day. Wimby, is winning all categories. He is the leader in all categories except for like one, and it's like
That's this week. It'll change. It's going to be between him and Chet.
like no.
And
I'm talking about like stats. Like he was the leading points. He was the leading rebounds. He was the leading blocks. He was leading this. He was leading that.
that's this week, right?
No, it was like it
Period?
was so far.
Okay.
Like he was like, and Chet wasn't leading any category. There was another kid that was leading the assist, I believe. Keontae George, the one I was telling you about.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He was leading assist or something like that. Like I want to say, and I'm talking about this was all out of all rookies. This wasn't like the lead. This was, but he's the lead. But all these categories, Wimby is leading on his team.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna tell you, like, yeah,
Let's go, Wimby.
Chet's playing like he's playing, but Chet looks better right now because his team is winning. The Spurs are on.
Spurs are on it. Yeah, they haven't been winning at all. But who's getting a lot of talk? Derek Lively.
Yeah,
He's coming up.
he is.
He's getting a lot of talk.
They can't do anything there. Lucas can't do it all. Kyrie can't be saying he's the greatest person in the world. Oh yeah, I've asked a lot of people that question about. I asked them on the Facebook page about who you think is the best true point guard that is listed the point guard. Kyrie's name. People were like,
Oh, people hating on Kyrie.
no Kyrie.
People are hating on Kyrie.
People were naming De'Aaron Fox. People were naming. You got Lillard's listed a point guard.
He is.
You got Lillard. I think even is Luka listed a point guard.
No, well, he's a point guard /
So does he not count?
shooting guard. He's more of a shooting guard than a point guard.
So I guess in your situation, no.
You can count. I mean,
you can't have Kyrie and him being point on the same team. I guess you can, but yeah.
he's not a true point guard. Luka's not a true point guard. Kyrie is a true
you're
point
right,
guard.
But what was that? There were some younger ones too. Like I want to see someone even said Trae Young.
No,
I was like, nah.
no.
I'll give Kyrie.
Absolutely
I'll give
not.
at least Kyrie that.
Whatever, dude. Kyrie's the best point guard in the NBA right now. Period.
You might be the only one that says that.
No, I'm definitely
I don't
not.
say it because of anything else besides. It's not even that I don't like Kyrie because he went to Duke. I just don't think he is. I think he's flashy. I think he can dribble and he's
He's
good.
got the best handles. He's got the best finish.
He's got
got.
all that, but I'm saying he's not. I guess I'm looking at like getting your team to win, being a good teammate. I consider all that.
They're winning. They're not doing bad.
Yeah, but
They're doing good.
I saw a stat right before he got here that said Luke is exhausted because he's having to do everything.
No, that's bullshit.
He said he's tired of carrying Kyrie.
That's BS.
He said his shoulders are hurting.
Yeah, right.
Get out of here, Kyrie.
You're right.
I was kidding.
That's
Now,
BS.
On another topic that I don't want to talk about because it kind of is like an oxymoron that we're actually talking about this. About Ben Simmons being irrelevant. Like in our sports car business that we have, when I open boxes and talk packs, if I pull a Ben Simmons, I throw it away.
Out.
Because who wants a Ben Simmons 1-on-1? Not me. You want Ben Simmons super
Could
fracture?
care less to have it. He's
And
not.
now I saw he's not playing or he's got to get some shots in his back. And I get it, I have some back pain too. But he ain't played and done nothing since he got in the league. And backstory, if you didn't know this, he played in high school in old North Carolina. Dante Calabria. That was a sharpshooter back in the day. Why Calabria? Oh, I know why Calabria didn't push him in North Carolina because of this right here.
Right.
But apparently, he was like the top recruit, one of the top recruits in the nation. And apparently, he didn't want to go to, this is when Kentucky was like killing it. And Anthony Davis, he didn't want to go to anywhere else but an SEC team because he wanted to beat Kentucky and knock them off, which he didn't even do.
He was supposed to be the next LeBron in the league.
He went to LSU to play and didn't beat Kentucky. I don't think he did what he said he was gonna do.
He didn't do much. I think he got hurt a lot too.
He wasn't even that good in my opinion. He still ain't that good in my opinion. And
no, Ben hadn't done anything. Let's quit talking about him. He's done.
He's irrelevant, but we're talking about him, so we're making him relevant. So I want all. I don't want that on him. I just don't see how he still has a freaking job. I don't see how he failed on his team in the playoffs last year. He could have played, and he's like, nah. And it was like a clutch game 7 for them that he could have helped them win.
I mean, he's a good player. He's just not as good as what everyone.
The limelight got to him. He thinks he's.
I mean, I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve to be in the NBA. He's good enough to be in the NBA.
Well, if you ain't putting in no effort, you ain't playing. What are you doing?
You're right.
Now, he's always hurt.
You're
now,
right.
But he's like Kawhi Leonard did. He let him choose when you can play or not. No, you make millions of dollars, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let me go up there. I'm not as good or nowhere near. I could ball, but like, let me do it for I'll do it for $40,000.
Yeah,
you can save you some money at least.
Absolutely.
I can give you the same results. It may not get you any points, but I can go out there and do what he did. I can run around, foul some people. I can do exactly what he's doing.
It's not that hard.
Also, let's move into our card business. When we talk about cards, our Wimby is sitting for grading. I checked it today, and it's at the stage right before they're actually about to grade.
Nice.
So it's moving pretty quick. So the last time I saw that card sale, I looked it up on the 130 point 2 days ago. It sold as a PSA 10 for $3,500 or something.
Nice.
So, which is crazy because I saw a month ago or 3 weeks ago that it sold. The same card that I got in a redemption sold for $3,000. So it only sold for $500 more as a PSA 10.
Well, let's hope we got a PSA 10.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That would be nice.
I need a 10. A 9 would be good too.
That's good, but a 10 would be.
For that card, I need a PSA 10. Also, if you're buying NBA hoops, if you're gonna spend the money chasing those Wimbys, and that's all you want, you don't want nothing crazy. You just want some Wimby rookies, or really any rookie. Just go buy a bunch of blasters. Buy about 6 blasters.
You'll get all the Wimbys you need.
I guarantee you'll get one or two Wimbys, and usually you hit 2 Wimbys in the same pack. I've got 14 over there.
Plenty of Wimbys over there.
Now one of them is the purple wave from the Prism. I got that out of the Mega Box, which I think it sold for a little over 100 last year. But breakers and whatnot. Even though we're breakers, we're not big. We're just getting our stuff started. We're not doing anything like that. But breakers and whatnot have been getting real ballsy lately, in my opinion. I took a break from whatnot for a while, and I just got back within the past week and a half, getting in breaks. But I just noticed that the pricing that people are selling stuff for. I know we all about making profit, but geez Louise.
They're going for double.
More than double.
Way more. It's insane.
I mean, I get it, but people are hyping these products up, but some people aren't. I mean, I guess people are thinking about it is in the football products, until Fanatics comes out with something. We're not getting Bryce Young autos. We're not getting CJ autographs. We can get. I know those 2 we can't get, and there's others. I know you can get Anthony Richardson, I think. So but you're not getting the top 2.
Right.
Basketball, we're not getting Scoot. We're not getting. I don't think we're getting Scoot. We're not getting Wimby right now. So all the products that are coming out don't really have
the big players. You're not necessarily getting.
You got some 1-of-1s and things which are cool. I mean, I wish I had. But there's no autos, so there's really. There's autos in the product, but it's not just. You're not hunting for that. People are still spending money on the McDonald's All-American to get the Bronny. I can't really bring myself to go spend a lot of money
just for a Bronny right now.
Because you're looking solely for the Bronnies.
Yep.
And now, are there other stuff in there that's worth some money? Yeah. But in my opinion, from my experience, and maybe I'm not experienced enough, it's hard to make your money back on any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think there's Gigi Watkins. I don't know if that's the girl. I think it's Gigi Watkins. She's good, but is she gonna bring you in a $70, $80 card? Possibly not. LeBron, and even the Bronny's not worth that much. So you're gonna spend a lot. Is it fun to do it? Yeah,
I think the Bronny will stay relevant for a little while. He'll hit the NBA. His prices will will be all right. But I don't think Bronny's going to be the player that everyone expects him to be.
No. I don't think he is. I think
He's
Bronny,
not.
He's going to make it because he's going to be decent enough to make it. Unless he has something with this. He just got cleared for the cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
He hasn't really started playing back.
He's been practicing, but.
So there could be a chance later on something happens, he don't play anymore. But Bronny will be relevant. He will stay there because people are going to want. Because LeBron's going to make sure he has autographed cards.
Yep. Of him and his son. Yep.
And I think he's about to sign a deal. What did I tell you? Was it with Topps? It has to be with Topps.
Topps, yeah.
A deal with Topps. So like,
there's going to be
that's
something.
definitely going to change the game. If LeBron's autos was in there, yeah, I'd be chasing that. But again, that'd be a lot of money to waste because like LeBron's auto is probably in there a lot. LeBron's auto is going to be about what you talked about that one time about like the big players putting autos in there instead of small where everybody's chasing.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Be limited. There may be only like 100 of them.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the idea of the hand numbered and everything as well, but I don't know. I think the cards are getting too. What's the word I'm looking for? They're just printing too much of the same card and different versions of the same card.
This is mass produced.
That I don't know how these cards are going to keep value unless you have that special card,
Yeah, I don't think they are. And people are saying this is the junk wax era, like the 80s and 90s. That's the junk wax era. They're saying this is the next one.
So, it could be.
But you got to think when they went through. Now COVID happened, everything blew up.
Yeah.
So basically, you got to think everything was up and down for years, up and down. It blew up. This is just everything leveling back out.
Yeah. Maybe. I hope so.
Now, I do think that the card industry is getting more hype now. I think, from what I can tell, more kids are starting to get involved with like you kind of mentioned earlier, with the players actually signing, like making cards true one-of-ones by like Josh Young did with he drew like glasses on his face and a mustache and numbered it one-of-one.
Yep.
Something. Like, people are going to be searching for that. And he even made a tweet or something that said there's more out there. And no one knew that he did that. So, like, with the actual players and athletes doing that, I think that's, like, going to make things, people are going to be buying more stuff because you never know what you're going to get. You might get that one-of-one that wasn't even planned to be a one-of-one.
I also think it's kind of, I don't understand why they have these players autograph cards that don't even see the court. You know what I mean?
Well, why you don't want to
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. But it's all about the money. If they always put the good autographs in there and put a lot of them or whatever, even if you don't put a lot of them, that autograph's will go down there because it's out there.
I just don't think they need to put players
Then you gotta think it makes people chase. It's like anything. It's like going to the casino. You chasing it. Like, you open this box. Oh, you got Grayson Allen auto. Cool. It ain't working. So I'm gonna go buy another box because that LeBron auto is in this.
But at least Grayson Allen plays. I mean, they've got players. I mean, I've got autos that.
But if we're talking about like getting cards to resell, Grayson Allen ain't making us no money.
No, but at least you can sell it. He plays.
Yeah.
I've got cards of players with autographs. I don't even know who the heck they are.
Oh, I got a stack over there.
No one knows who they are. They don't ever see the. They don't even lay foot on the court. I mean, why put that in?
Hey, because they made it. And I'm sure.
No, they didn't though.
They made it further than we did. Our cards ain't in there.
Well, I'm gonna go because you said that. I'm gonna go put my card in there.
We still got 40 other eligibility.
Go sign a contract with Topps right now.
But I'm just saying, we could. If we got our podcast big enough, we could be in the Allen and Ginter.
That'd be awesome. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
So yeah, the card game's kind of whack right now. And from what the podcasts I've been listening to, they said this is always the downtime where there's no products are out, baseball's over, no new baseball's coming out. Prism's not coming out for a little bit. I think Prism should be out before Christmas. I don't know, I need to check the date. The Prism ain't really been out yet. And that's what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah.
Because I think in the Prisms,
that's when you have the big.
can Wimby be it?
Wimby will sign, I'm sure, in that. And well, no, Wimby's not going to sign with. That's still Panini. He's not going to sign with them.
So I don't know, but those are going to be the rookies that people want because it's going to be a Prism. So of course people are going to be chasing the Prism. So and that's coming out soon, I believe. I need to check the date on it. I actually saw him post the other day asking about it, but Prism's probably the next product. All the other stuff really ain't. I mean, it's either pay some money for something that you're going to really have to piece together to make back some money.
Yep.
And then NBA hoops, you ain't making much off them.
That's right.
You would have made your best money about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I got all those cards about really 4 days too late. Those cards were selling like, those Wimbies were selling like $30, $40, $50 a pop.
No, they're not.
I had one listed for 20 and it didn't sell. So
Be lucky to get 5 for it.
now
Right
I'm
now.
sure, but I haven't went on Facebook, and I'm gonna do that probably tomorrow, where I'm gonna post them on Facebook. I'll probably get somebody buy on Facebook, but I won't be able to sell it for the $50. I'll probably sell both.
That market's gone now.
I've seen people have like 2 of each one of the base rookies, the anti-gravity plus like arriving now, and maybe one of like the Prism draft picks base for like 160, which ain't bad
For all of them?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And some people
That's pretty cool.
And some people were like, "Hey, you might need to go a little bit lower on the price." So, because that anti-gravity, I have one, and it sold for like $60 like the first day or two.
It's dropped now though.
It's dropped big time. You probably can sell it for about 10 now. They're arriving now, maybe 10. The base, I don't know. And I'm just guessing. They probably maybe a little bit more. You probably can sell it for a little bit more, but I don't know. It's just overproduced. But NBA hoops is always like that.
Yeah.
So is Donruss, but Donruss has the downtowns in there
That's what everyone
that
hunts.
people are
Yeah.
searching.
That's
so
what
there is
everyone wants.
There is something that people know are in there that's the big dog. Like with NBA hoops, what are we looking for? There's some presentation cards, and there's like these. There was a 1-on-1. It's been hit.
That's the is that the big heads?
No.
No.
The presentation looks like a comic book drawing of the person.
Got you, yeah.
So like, yeah, there's that card, and then there was a 1-on-1 in NBA hoops that has been pulled, so it's not there.
So everybody knows about that,
And
yeah.
then there was a couple. So I don't have any of the number parallels in the Wimby, so I only got base. But yeah, man. So
That's pretty much it for today.
yeah, that's it. So check us out on all social medias. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
We're out.
Peace.
Thanks.